Today we are going to talk about 7 B2B marketing trends for 2023 and beyond. If you stay to the very end, I'm going to give you some extra hacks, and we're going to start with number 1, LinkedIn. Did you know that only 2% of LinkedIn users actually post to LinkedIn versus on Instagram, 87% of users post? So Microsoft owns LinkedIn, and so you can bet that they're putting a ton of resources to getting more people to post, because on LinkedIn, when you try to run ads, the CPMs are extremely expensive. It's about $33 per 1,000 impressions. Number 2 is podcasts. When you think about podcasting, discoverability is difficult, but when it comes to retention, nothing beats podcasts. So when I check my retention graph on Apple Podcasts, maybe it's about 90% or so. When I compare the same podcast on YouTube, it's about 40 to 50% or so, sometimes lower than that. And number 3 would be Twitter. Some of the smartest people in D2C, in B2B, real estate investing, services, education as well, they're all hanging out on Twitter. Some of the smartest people in the world are hanging out on Twitter. So even though Twitter isn't one of the largest platforms out there, you're going to find a lot of signal to noise if you're able to target the right audiences. But also when it comes to organic reach, if you want to grow fast on Twitter and LinkedIn, writing a good hook, writing a good story, and then having an engagement pod. Number 4 is on YouTube. YouTube, I believe, has the longest staying power potential of any of the social platforms out there because it is owned by Google. And let's also not forget that Google owns Android, and so every Android phone comes pre-installed with YouTube. And the new generation that's growing up, they don't really watch TV anymore. They watch YouTube. They watch Mr. Beast. They watch Logan Paul. They watch these influencers, and they want to become like these influencers because that's the cool thing to do. Number 5, which is short form video, more specifically YouTube Shorts. I believe that it's going to be tough sledding for TikTok given all the security concerns. And then you also have Instagram Reels, which is kind of playing catch up right now, and they've been reeling from all the stock getting hammered. And so YouTube, I think, is best positioned to win this because they're the best at sharing revenues with creators. Not only that, if you watch a YouTube Shorts, they're going to recommend your long form YouTube content. What that means is more discoverability for you. And if you're doing a podcast, by the way, where discoverability is hard, you post a podcast long form to YouTube and you take the shorts, and that will help the podcast continue to compound. Number 6 would be on emails. So emails are nice because it's one of the few owned media platforms that you can have, and you can decide whenever it is that you want to make an ask. I would just recommend for every one ask, you have 4 gives or maybe 8 gives, and you're just continuing to add value to your community, and you want them to continue to look forward to the content that you're putting out, because ultimately, as long as you add value, the platforms will reward you back. Number 7 is SEO. And so SEO, even though I wouldn't start with SEO, even though my background's in SEO, nowadays you can go out there and buy platforms that are under monetized. You can go to sites like MicroAcquire to look for sites that have good traffic. You can use a tool like Ubersuggest. From there, you're going to be in a good spot, and you can try to go buy some websites, or you can try to buy ads on these websites, or you can go buy a tool. You got to think about the arbitrage game. Who actually has the traffic that you want already, and how can you go buy that traffic at the end of the day? Now look, you stayed all the way till the end of the video. I would recommend checking out this video over here. You'll learn how I got hundreds of thousands of impressions from just one LinkedIn post. We will catch you in that video.